of the core four, Simmons, Embiid, Butler, Harris, who are you most concerned about in the playoffs? I'm thinking pooping the bed injuries here.
Oh. Out of the big four, pooping the bed. I'm not worried about an injury in the playoffs. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, man, I hope so-and-so doesn't get hurt in the playoffs. I was that way a few years ago with Embiid. Like, with every step that he used to take, I'd be like, oh, my God, he's going to get hurt. And he'd fly to the ground and, go into the stands. And I'm like, oh, my God, he broke his leg. I was like that for a little while. I'm totally over that now. But I'm not thinking about injuries once they get to the playoffs. What I was just saying there is that in these final 7 games, these guys don't want to, overextend themselves and put themselves in harm's way, because we've seen, Nurkic the other night breaks his leg for the Portland Trailblazers, who are the 3 seed right now in the West, and he's a big player for them, and he's done.
Yeah,
so are they. Well, yeah, so are they. They might win one round and they're done. But so, obviously that's a nightmare scenario. I'm not thinking about that. But as far as the pooping the bed side of this is interesting, because we've seen, and I like him a lot. I love Jimmy Butler a lot.
You're going to take disappear for 3 quarters?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We've seen him just be a no-show. And then all of a sudden, 4 possessions in a row, he makes a big, play defensively, comes back, sticks a 3, gets to the free throw line, whatever. All of a sudden, boom, 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 he puts up 7 points in a matter of 45 seconds, and they win the game. He's got that in him. He's always had that in him. But he sort of blends in and he defers to the other guys on this team a little too much for my liking, especially in the fourth quarter of tight games. I think the ball should be in his hands. He should be the dominant ball handler in the fourth quarter instead of Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know. I don't know how you get around that, because Ben Simmons provides some pretty good matchup problems unless he's being.
Yeah, but he doesn't shoot.
Well, I know, but he can still get to the line and he can still get to the rim.
He doesn't want to go to the line.
Well, that's not true necessarily. He is going, like, he's not just sitting out there at the top of the free throw line.
He doesn't want to shoot free throws. He does not.
He doesn't shoot. But at the same time, you can still get matchup problems with him having the basketball. Yeah. Jimmy Butler shouldn't need the ball in his hands to drop 25.
Okay, no, I agree with the matchup problems. Yeah, but what I'm basically saying, I'm not saying he needs to be. I just would like to see him have forced a bigger role late in games.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Haven't we been seeing that recently, though, where like a couple of games he's been MIA for 2 or 3 quarters and then he just shows up in the fourth?
Well, okay, let me rephrase. Allow me to rephrase. I would like him to not be a no-show for the first 3 quarters, but still have the predominant role in the fourth quarter. Okay?
Okay, now I understand what you're saying.
The poop in the bed, I'm going to say Jimmy Butler. What's your guy?
I'm going to say Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Because I've seen it. Because I saw it, Peter.
All right.
Because I've seen Ben Simmons get shut down in the playoffs. I haven't really – like Joel Embiid, I think, was more a victim of his own fatigue and more a victim of coming back from that injury, the facial injury. Like, that was a separation. I don't think Tobias Harris has any issues because he's such a perfect fit in this offense. Jimmy Butler, I'm with you, but I've seen Ben Simmons get shut down by Boston in an ugly way. So that would be my biggest concern.